Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Pantheon of the Anubis channel. I am your host, Crimson Knight of the Anubis stream. It is great to have all old and new devotees here today. We do have a goal over on my Patreon to reach 50 subscribers. For those of you who are able to help me reach the first 50 mark, we'll get a commemorative patch with the logo for the first 50. If you also missed my last week's live stream or want to go back and watch an old stream from my Twitch, you can go over and check it out on my YouTube channel. Link in bio along with the links to my Patreon, my merch shop, and my Discord. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and let the show begin. Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Anubis channel. I am your host, Crimson Knight, and welcome to the Pantheon. So this is a modded playthrough of Fallout New Vegas, one of the best Fallout games ever designed and made. The mods consist of one mod disabling the radio in-game so that I can still get monetized from my content for this video. Do a blood texture, and that is it. So there's no cheat mods, no hack mods. This is an RP playthrough. There is a cheat room mod, but I will not be using it outside of basic clothing to get started. Though I know what I will be starting with, and I will not be needing it. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, if you think I should have a true RPY mod select gear from the cheat room, leave it in the description below. And with that, let's begin. Enjoy the opening cutscene and welcome to Fallout New Vegas!
War never changes. When atomic fire consumed the earth, those who survived did so in great underground vaults. When they opened, their inhabitants set out across the ruins of the old world to build new societies, establishing villages, forming tribes. As decades passed, what had been the American Southwest united beneath the flag of the new California Republic, dedicated to old world values of democracy and the rule of law. As the Republic grew, so did its needs. Scouts spread east, seeking territory and wealth in the dry and merciless expanse of the Mojave Desert. They returned with tales of a city untouched by the warheads that had scorched the rest of the world, and a great wall spanning the Colorado River. the NCR mobilized its army and sent it east to occupy Hoover Dam and restore it to working condition. But across the Colorado, another society had arisen under a different flag. A vast army of slaves forged from the conquest of 86 tribes, Caesar's Legion. 4 years have passed since the Republic held the dam, just barely, against the Legion's onslaught. The Legion did not retreat. Across the river, it gathers strength. Campfires burn, training drums beat. Through it all, the New Vegas Strip has stayed open for business, under the control of its mysterious overseer, Mr. House, and his army of rehabilitated tribals and police robots. You are a courier, hired by the Mojave Express to deliver a package to the New Vegas Strip. What seemed like a simple delivery job has taken a turn for the worse.
You got what you were after, so pay up.
You're crying in the rain, Pally.
Guess who's waking up over here?
Alright, who fucking timed me up? Oh, you're gonna die, motherfucker.
Time to cash out.
Will you get it over with?
Maybe cons kill people without looking them in the face. But I ain't a fink. Dig? You've made your last delivery, kid. Sorry you got twisted up in this scene. From where you're kneeling must seem like an 18-carat run of bad luck. Truth is, the game was rigged from the start.
It's amused. Did that guy sound like a greaser? Type like from like hey daddy-o type of shit.
You're awake. How about that? Whoa, easy there, easy. You've been out cold a couple of days now. Why don't you just relax a second? Get your bearings. Let's see what the damage is. How about your name? Can you tell me your name? I can't say it's what I'd have picked for you, but if that's your name, that's your name. I'm Doc Mitchell. Welcome to Goodsprings. Now, I hope you don't mind, but I had to go rooting around there in your noggin to pull all the bits of lead out. I take pride in my needlework, but you'd better tell me if I left anything out of place. How'd I do?
Honestly, the gentrification ain't exactly good in this one.
Well, I got most of it right anyway.
Simple.
Stuff that
Moving
mattered.
on.
Okay. No sense keeping you in bed anymore. Let's see if we can get you on your feet. Good. Why don't you walk down to the end of the room, over by that vigor tester machine there. Take it slow now. It ain't a race. looking good so far. Go ahead and give the vigor tester a try. We'll learn right quick if you got back all your faculties.
I am going for what a fellow YouTuber had once called Lord of Murder Mountain or Lord Death of Murder Mountain, something like that. Basically, you build it to Hercules' bigger cousin, Death Bat Perception, Tough as Nails Endurance, the Charisma of a Misanthrope. Basically, calling me dumb as a brick is being nice. You have to say I'm dumber than a brick because I am sub-brick intelligent. My agility, I walk on water, and I have two-headed coin flip lucky. What that means is I have all skills crit hits. This affects all my skills, all crit hits, and enemy mishaps. The walks on water agility affects my guns, my sneak, my speed, my action points, and my regeneration. This affects one thing, skill points and repair, which I'm regretting, but you know, I'll deal with. This, barter, speech, companion, and nerve. Look, between this and this, standard conversations is basically a hostage negotiation with me. This, my endurance, my toughest nails endurance affects my unarmed, my health, my resistance, and my survival, my perception, my lack of perception, I should say, explosive, lockpicking, energy weapons, accuracy, compass, and range. Compass, range. Where my strength is my melee, my unarmed, my inventory weight, my damage, my weapon effectiveness.
Sorry, son. I fixed up your head as best I knew how. I guess I missed a spot. Well, we know your vitals are good, but that don't mean a bullet didn't leave you nuttered and a big one dropping. What do you say you take a seat in my couch and we go through a couple of questions? See if your dogs are still barking.
CLEBYA, and I can't make out the rest. Did I get? Oh, I messed up on one. That was an O, not an L, not a C. Dang it. Mind you, I do wear glasses in real life, so my eyesight already sucks.
All right. I'm gonna say a word. I want you to say the first thing that comes to mind. Dog.
Dinner.
House.
Target.
Night.
Silencer.
Bandit.
Swiss cheese.
Light.
Torch.
Mother.
Human shield.
Sometimes when you give tests like this, you learn more than you was hoping for, and I reckon that ain't always the best thing. But I guess maybe it explains it.
Mind you, I am building for a glorified murder hobo.
Thing or two about your predicament. Okay, now I got a few statements. I want you to tell me how much they sound like something you'd say. First one. Conflict just ain't in my nature.
1 second, ladies and gentlemen. Spam calls, what are you going? Conflict ain't in my nature? Strongly disagree.
I ain't given to relying on others for support. I'm always fixin' to be the center of attention.
No opinion.
I'm slow to embrace new ideas.
No opinion.
I charge in to deal with my problems head on.
Yeah.
Almost done here. What do you say you have a look at this? Tell me what you see. Okay. How about this one? Last one. Well, that's all she wrote. I don't have...
These are the ones I am going for. Sneak, the higher my sneak skill, the easier it is to remain undetected, steal an item, or pick someone's pocket. Successfully attacking while undetected grants an automatic crit hit. 22 long, 357 magnum, 5 mil, 10 mil, 556, 308, 4570. I am fucking lethal with. And the explosive skill.
Before I turn you loose, I need one more thing from you. I got a form for you to fill out so I can get a sense of your medical history. Just a formality. Ain't like I expect to find you got a family history of getting shot in the head.
Well, I require 10 intelligence. I do not have that. This one, while wasteland unleashes the most bizarre and silly elements of the post-apocalyptic American mode, not for the faint of heart, was for the serious. I'll take that. Oh, hell no. Yeah, that's the only thing that makes sense.
All right, I guess that about does it. Come with me, I'll see you out.
Hey, Doc, can I get my clothes back now? Thank you. Sorry, Doc, I'm now looting your house.
Here, these are yours. Was all you had on you when you was brought in. I hope you don't mind, but I gave the note. Well, if you're heading... They call it a...
Yeah, give me my shit. Thanks for packing me up, Doc. I don't care what you gotta do.
Howdy, partner. Might I say you're looking? Don't mention it. I'm always ready to lend a helping hand to a stranger in need. I was out for a stroll that night when I heard the commotion up the old bone orchard. Saw what looked like a bunch of bad eggs, so I laid low. Once they'd run off, I dug you up to see if you were still kicking. Turns out you were, so I hauled you off to the dock right quick. Can't say that I'm familiar with the rascals. Some of the fine folks in town might be able to help you out with that. I moseyed into town, 10, 15 years ago. Before that, I can't quite seem to recall. Odd. Anyway, it's a right peaceful town, and I reckon it's as fine a place to settle as any. I'm a Securitron, Robco Security Model 2060B. If you ever see any of my brothers, tell them Victor says howdy.
Alright.
Happy?
Weird bot.
You must be the one Doc Mitchell was patching up. It can. Pleasure doing business with you. The Great Khans normally stay in their own territory way up northwest, on account of them being enemies with the NCR. They're tough sons of bitches. Mean, but not crazy. They'll leave you alone unless you got something they want. The Great Khans deal in illegal chems. There's a good chance that most chems you come across were made by Great Khans. It's all about quantity over quality. Trouble is, you'll be cleaning and fixing your gun a lot more than usual when you use those kind of bullets. Weapon mods are things like silencers, scopes, bigger magazines. Special ammo includes things like armor-piercing bullets, which don't hurt the target as much, but let you punch through armor easier. There's also hollow point bullets, which have the opposite effect. You can kill unarmored targets easier, but they don't do shit against armor. Twice. Both times I drank a lot of liquor and lost most of my caps at the card tables. In that order, now that I think about it. If you ever get to New Vegas, be sure to visit Gomorrah. It's the best casino in the city. You won't regret it. Word of advice, behave. Between the NCR military police and Mr. House's robots, you don't want to be causing trouble on the Strip.
Note to self: when I get to New Vegas, strip the casinos clean.
I'm afraid I don't know much myself. Mr. House has got his own casino, Lucky 38, but nobody goes in or out except his robots. The other casinos follow Mr. House's rules, so I guess that makes him the leader of New Vegas. As far as I know, nobody's ever laid eyes on the guy. I think that robot who pulled you out of the dirt belongs to Mr. House. If Mr. House is looking after you, it's gotta be a good thing, right? Take it easy now.
Howdy. What can Easy Pete do? The one in the fancy suit seemed to be calling the shots. Word of advice, though. If you ever catch up with him, watch out. The man's got cold eyes like a snake. Can't be trusted, I'd say. Keep your gun handy if you go poking around some of the abandoned places around here, like the schoolhouse. Critters move in there sometimes.
Cheyenne, stay. Yeah, I guess there's a thing or two I could show you. Sounds like you need all the help you can get after what they done to you. Meet me outside, behind the saloon. Now, see the sarsaparilla bottles on the fence there? Take this and try to hit a couple of them.
I did forget how shitty some of the aiming mechanisms in this game were.
That's the right idea. Look down the sight. Try crouching down and staying still. It'll help your aim. Nice shot. Well, that's a start. But I don't reckon you came to me to learn to fight sarsaparilla bottles. Tell you what, I gotta go chase geckos away from our water.
I'm in.
Follow me.
100%. Let's go.
It's just down to the south.
I forgot how janky some of the motions were in this game. Whoa, on the run, ladies and gentlemen, keep your eyes out on my channel. At least 5 days a week there will be a video popping up a few times a week for different games on my YouTube. And I'm going to try to at least go live at least once or twice a week over on Twitch. If you're watching this now on my YouTube, link in description, link in bio to my Twitch and my Discord. All other links will be in the link to everything else on my desktop.
Hear that up on the ridge behind me there? We got some geckos to clear out. Bunch of little monsters is what they are. Seems like Doc Mitchell treats more gecko bites than anything else. Let's see if we can get a little closer. If we move quietly, we can get the jump on them. More likely to hit something vital that way. Okay, you're on. Go give him hell. See? You're getting the hang of it. There's 2 more wells that... Shouldn't take... Come with me. Holy moly. I came up here to draw water, but here... Now that was some good work. Even got a little excited. Here's a little... One more thing I thought I might teach you. Alright then. We'll need a couple ingredients to get started. Gonna want some xander root and a brock flop. Let me think now. Bring...
Why do I have a -10 on my thing? Oh, my freaking armor, really? It was a shame when it's like the you like when it's about to really twisting with you. I need to figure out stuff that can increase my I love taking out a bunch of shit. And next one's up there. This mission, this will be the end of this video. these modes, any oddball that I will find throughout the gameplay, I will not show those hidden locations, as, well, it'd be unfair. Because hidden goodies I know the location of don't exactly mean everyone can find them. That's actually wrong to say, in the sense. I'm recording this so you guys can see the gameplay, how fun it is. Any of the other items in the game, you can find on your own. Oh. The only way to get access to some of these is, mind you, as you can see, I'm basically grave robbing here. The only reason I'm able to do, you could do this too, but you would have to, when you first get in, go to a general store like I did and buy the shovel. Otherwise, you will be unable to dig up these graves. Like I did it so that I've played this before. I know I need a shovel. Anytime you come across a grave that has that fresh buried look, you can use a shovel on. Once I beat this game and its DLCs, Fallout 4, I will be doing Fallout 3, 1, and 2. 1 and 2 will be a lot more twitchy, I am going to guess, because it is very old school. Very top-down gameplay, unlike this. Fallout 3, Vegas 4, and 76 are first-person or third-person shooters, whereas 1 and 2 are not. They are top-down gameplay. I do have a silenced pistol, but that is also I know myself. We are nearing up on the end of this first video. Like I said, once I create from here, I will pop off after I get back to the town. I don't like saving out in the middle of nowhere. Hold on. Huh. I am actually out of 12 gauge shells. I don't trust shit.
Let me see what you got. All right, now. We're gonna be... Go on over to that... Hey, that's not bad, see? All it takes to make a recipe is the right ingredients and the right know-how. Sometimes it won't be a campfire you need. Might need to do some work on your guns and ammo, maybe. Important thing to get is it's all the same idea. You just need to find the right place to set up shop. Workbench or reloading bench, whatever. Well, I hope that's enough to get you started. I'm heading back now. Hope I didn't miss anything good on the jukebox. Cheyenne would never forgive me. Hey, do me a favor. Trudy, she's the bartender up at the Prospector. Kind of the town mom. She likes to meet newcomers. She'd be cross with me if I didn't ask you to poke your head in and say hi.
Yeah. Like I said, I will make my way back to town before sunset. And I'll do one more. And I'll do a little more before I get off, actually.
I'm done being nice. If you don't hand Ringo over soon, I'm going to get my friends and we're burning this town to the ground. Got it?
We'll keep that in mind. Now, if you're not going to buy something, get out.
What the hell is your problem? What do you want? He's some traitor who decided he'd rather shoot than pay the toll for being in our territory. He's hiding somewhere in town. Would serve these idiots right if me and my guys shot the place up after we got payback. Yeah.
Getting better.
Well, you've been causing quite a... Got a special... Give me a shout. Looks like about a week ago, we... You mean... Some of the others, like Sonny, will probably stand up for Ringo if he asks for help, which he hasn't. Personally, I hope he sneaks out of town one night and takes the powder gangers with him. Chain gangs, really. The NCR brought them in. Problem is, was a... He's... Now, of course, one of the... They were having some kind of argument about it, but the guy in the checkered coat kept shushing them. Sounded like they came in from the north through Quarry Junction. If that's the case, I can't say I blame them. That whole area's over. Merchants avoid that whole... I didn't hear exactly, but the leader was talking about the strip. Fella wants to get there and avoid the 15, he'd have to go east. Take Highway 93 up. Sure, the outside looks okay, but I think something broke on the inside. There'd be caps in it.
Should have bought extra 12 gauge. No, I'll probably buy it out next time. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, this will be the end of the video here. Thank you for watching along as I play this, people. So thank you, and have a good evening. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for watching my stream or my video. And as I said at the start, we do have the goal to reach 50 subscribers. Those who help reach the goal get the subscriber patch. If you enjoyed the video or my stream, please go ahead, hit the like, follow, and subscribe button. We do have other games here, as you can see, that will be played or recorded. Just keep your eyes out on the Discord. Links in bio.